guys, I want to talk to you today about a really cool chest rig that I have been so far impressed with. Now, I have a hard time doing videos like this because, first and foremost, all reviews should have, I believe, should either have a first impressions review and then a long-term review in case things happen and the facts change, or you realize something that you couldn't have known before, or a review should be done only after extensive and brutal use, when you absolutely know for sure that you know a product from top to bottom. Now, most of the time, when you see what someone calls a long-term review, it's probably not. Because it does not, if you're doing a lot of reviews, it's just not realistic. And I would like to say that I had been to 6 to 8 training classes so far this year at Tactical Response and at other places, and done some really cool stuff. And the truth is, I haven't. I have not done that yet. So I actually do have some long-term reviews to do on some tactical gear, and I need to make that happen. But that and the fact that I know that I'm not going to be able to do this rig justice. People are going to want to see production quality and slow motion. It's not going to happen. So let's just talk about it, guys. Let's just, if you're interested in a chest rig, let's just talk about it. So this is a basic rig, and it is pre-set up. And I used to avoid that. And I did not used to see the value of that. And in this basic configuration, here's what you got, guys. You have a nice suspender set. It does distribute weight between your hips and your shoulders nicely. You've got a bottom strap back there. You've got 2 flex pouches here. So traditionally, one of those would be an IFAK, and the other would probably be a radio. Let's be honest, it's probably going to be a radio on the other side. You've got loopy loops for hydration pouches and stuff on your shoulders. You have no padding, which is, in my opinion, a good thing for while you're wearing a bag. You have a minimal footprint on the back, which is a good thing for when you're wearing a bag, which if you're wearing a kit in real life, you're probably wearing a bag too. So that's something that should be taken into consideration that I feel very often is not. You also have some cool admin pouch stuff up in here. Maps, notebook, command center. There's a certain term now for tactical flip out tablet holders. I don't remember what that's called exactly. You've got some Velcro here for some other modular stuff. These pouches you can use in a lot of different ways. You can put, these pouches are kind of complicated actually in a nice way. You can put some combat scissors back in here and have some retention. You can run this with a standard canteen. You can fold this flap in and then use this adjustment strap over the top of a canteen. And honestly, if you're not running a radio on a side, a canteen is probably the next best thing. I'm actually a huge supporter of the idea of having water on your fighting kit. And someone out there is going to take offense to that as if they are fighting words. However, I am more likely to die in a fight because I'm doing something stupid because I'm massively dehydrated than I am to die because of something else. I'll put the freaking radio somewhere else. All right? Anyways, enough of that. These are cool because we have a lot of flexibility in the pouches here. So I've got double stacked AR mags, basically the standard 6 mag loadout, 270 rounds. But we have elastic here, so you can load up AK mags, and I haven't tried it actually, but I'm sure we can get some AR-308 mags in here as well. So what we have is we have basically everything that you need, nothing really that you don't. And here's why I think that's so important. In the 173rd, as a recon Rista guy, I could put my kit however the crap I wanted. And I never at any point had any leadership oversight on the decisions I made with that. And there are times where my kit was stupid and I should have had someone step up and say, hey man, that's stupid. Fix yourself. But I didn't. I learned, I think it took me about probably 3 months into a deployment to get into a groove to understand how things probably should be. I bought all of my own gear from the very beginning before the deployment, and having a proper gear layout was important to me. However, you have been programmed. We have all been programmed by how we were brought up, no matter who you are, if you are in America, even if you're not. We have been programmed to believe that your kit should have every piece of moly completely filled. Every square inch of space must be utilized. I don't care if you carry a shotgun or not. Hollywood has taught you that you need to have 12 gauge shells lined up on your shoulder straps just in case. It's crap. I see guys loading up a combat pistol and like 6, 8, 10 mags and an IFAK and a mag light and a sustainment pouch and a tent and a sleeping bag and everything else on a lightly padded war belt that absolutely is not capable of sustaining that weight. Not for long distance, at least. You need balance. You need balance. You need modularity to a certain degree. But what's really important is you need your mags right here. You can put them off to the sides a bit, but for the most part, you need your mags right here. And you don't need to be, if you are not a freaking door-kicking, butt-kicking, already been on deployment and done everything and experienced this firsthand, when you start buying gear, you need to get something dummy-proof. Because you don't have the experience to set your own kit up. That sounds demeaning, but it is the truth. And you know what? If you want to set your own kit up and go do some butt-kicking stuff and go take some training classes, and you're going to take 6 or 8 classes a year, and you're going to take contractor classes, and you're going to run your stuff under stress, dragging it through the mud, you've got plenty of money. Buy whatever the crap you want because you're going to figure out it's 90% of it's stupid anyways. And at the end of the day, you might end up with something like this anyways, okay? And do get training. But if you're not going to go that far, if you've never walked the walk, you can buy something like this that you basically cannot screw up. That's what's so cool about this. Now, this is an initial review. Things could happen wrong. But I own a company making nylon military gear. And so I know the materials that I'm looking at. I can look at the sewing. I can look at how it's constructed. I am very, very confident in the quality of this kit. I would be more than shocked to find a problem with this kit through use. So what I'm going to do, I do want to get more pew-pew for you guys coming up. Here's the other cool thing about Citadel Defense. He's got education available. He's got laminated cheat cards like you would give to a private and forced to memorize. He's got the books. You need the training. You need to get the mindset right. But you also have to start somewhere. This is a really good place to start. He sent me all of this stuff. I've read a bit of these. I want to read and bookmark all of them. I'm sure there's probably some stuff that I would disagree with in here. But everything that I've read from him so far, all of the cheat sheets and everything, I was like, yes, this is what people need to know. We need to move away from the fantasy, I want to be John Wick and I'm going to learn how to shoot so good so I can go kick in some doors and rescue this damsel in distress. That's all going to get you killed. Okay? Mindset, tactics, skills, gear. Okay, skills is down there. It's above gear, but it's still down there. Because if you think that you're going to be John Wick and you're going to go kick down doors, guns a-blazing, you could be Jerry Mikulik or anybody else, and it will not matter because what you're doing is stupid. You got the mindset right, and you're not going to have the right tactics if you don't have the right mindset. So if you're just getting into this, please go to tactical response and take trifecta. It will save you money in stupid gear, in stupid guns, and in stupid fantasies. It will change your life and get some good gear for going there. Actually, trifecta is fighting pistol, the fight, and immediate action medical. It doesn't involve a rifle, so you don't need this for that. So take the trifecta and add fighting rifle. Literally, you're going to pay somewhere between $1,500 and $2,000, plus transportation, plus food. You can stay in the team room for free, which is amazing. You're going to spend $2,000. If you're getting into this, you can waste $2,000 in your first year excitedly shelling out cash and just crap it down the drain and make yourself less prepared in the process. This is a good American-made mil-spec kit. It's well laid out, it's well designed, it's well made. Go get the training, get some basics like this, do some reading, and it will change your life. I like seeing this. I used to only like everything to be modular. As I'm getting older, as I've helped other privates that were under me not be carrying something stupid into the field so they get injured or can't use their stuff right, I've helped other people, as in civilians, in making prudent decisions and getting their stuff set up to suit them. As I have done all of this, I've really come to appreciate a product like this that works incredibly well, and all of that effort that I went through to help people, it's all right here. This is it. This is like, it's like, dude, do you need all that stuff? How about some mags and an IFAK? And think about what else you can forget. Take it off. Put it in the bag. Put it in your pockets. Put it on your belt. You know, will I carry a freaking Rambo knife on my kit? After all of my experience? Yeah, probably. It's because I'm a lunatic. Should you? No. Probably not. Maybe. Find out for yourself. Do stuff. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link to Citadel Defense in the description box below. I am going to apologize to Dylan for making this video suck, because it's been all about mindset and other things when really I should just be talking about this doggone kit. But that's the way it is. I'm going to continue using this kit. This kit's going to be ready in my house to go. I am going to take classes in this kit. I'm going to do reviews on the other gear that I've taken classes in. Although, you know what, maybe I'm not, because some of that gear doesn't exist anymore, because the market changes so fast. So, but anyways, well, whatever. Parting thoughts. This kit did not play nicely with my embarrassing, excuse me, Jiminy Cricket. This kit did not play nicely with my AR-500 Freeman plate carrier. I'm okay with that because the fact that I own an AR-500 Freeman plate carrier probably says to you, if you know what you're hearing, that I don't care that much about body armor anyways. However, this kit is intended to work with body armor. One potential downside to working with a whole built kit like this, as opposed to just a war belt with no straps, is you have to figure out how things are going to work together, and that's a lot more, that takes a lot more investment than just figuring out what pouches you want. Okay, so you need to know how your bag fits, you need to know how your assault pack fits, You need to know how your rucksack fits with your kit. And you need to know how those things work and fit with your plate carrier if you're going to wear one. And you need to know how those things are going to work and fit in a vehicle driving. I don't care what you think. In a real situation, the chances of you getting into a vehicle at some point are extremely high. And if you have a giant Vietnam era sustainment pouch on the back, that's fine. If you know what you're doing and you've practiced and you've trained and you know that that's what you want, that's fine. But if you don't, it will screw you up in that vehicle, especially if you're in there for a long time. Last thing that you need is to tweak your back while you're riding in a bumpy vehicle, and then you get out and you actually have to do something and your legs don't work no more. Okay? So, consider this area. I would actually like to, I might make my own strap back here that's more simple. I'd like to simplify this. This is very adjustable. It's going to be good for a lot of people. But I'm probably going to go with something that's one buckle as far out of the way as possible, and I'm going to get rid of as much excess webbing as I possibly can to make sure as little is going on back there as possible. But I'm super anal about that, guys, just so you know. Kit like this. Okay. You do need to think about how it's going to react with your plate carrier if you're going to wear one. You're going to run a slick plate carrier except for a tourniquet right here, and possibly, maybe, something small here, but probably not. If you're going to run a kit like this, and you can run it higher if you want, but you can start running into other issues with mobility and stuff like that. But so basically, if you're going to run this kit, if you're going to wear a plate carrier, all that's going to be on your plate carrier is going to be your tourniquet. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Met TC, know your SOPs, know like what you're wanting to achieve, know what you could possibly run into. Without knowing any of that, if you are day one just getting started guy, buy the kit, put mags into it, put a bleed out kit in it. You need a doggone, I don't know, a nasal pharyngeal, tension pneumothorax kit, doggone chest seal, H bandage or an Israeli bandage or something, you know, whatever. You need those things, and they need to be in this kit. And then you also need to think about where else you're going to put tourniquets. And then if you're setting up your family, you need to have an SOP, or your group of guys, you need to have an SOP where everybody has at least the bare minimum things in the IFAC, knows how to use them, take immediate action medical, tactical response, knows how to use them, and that they're in the same place. Because what you need to understand is, if you go down, the person using your kit is not going to be you. It's going to be the guy patching you up. You're going to use your own tourniquet. Other than that, somebody else is going to be probably using all of this stuff. They're going to be using your stuff on you. And if you go help someone else, you're going to be using their stuff on them, so their stuff needs to be in the same spot. There's a lot. This video is hard for me to do because there's so much to talk about. And I haven't already laid the groundwork on my YouTube channel for all of this stuff, because there's so much, and it would be so much effort for me to do all of it and to do it right for nobody to watch it. So there you go. His link will be in the description box below. Below that will be links to how you can support my channel with Exodus knife and tool. If you are a knife guy, made in America, no questions asked, lifetime warranty on standard options. Beach and tactical, I primarily make rifle slings like I was wearing earlier. Patreon, affiliate links, ammo, PSA for, you know, anything you need. You probably already shop at PSA, so you can use my affiliate link. I don't put a specific one in there for a specific item. It's just for PSA. If you already shop at PSA, you get there through my link, I get a little kickback. You help the channel, costs you nothing, helps me out. Have a blessed evening. Talk to you in the comment section below.